How old are
For
you?
me, I'm 28.
All right. What's the disagreement?
Um, I don't feel even if black men reach the
The
certain
certain
level that
level that
they're
they're
that we should aspire to reach. I don't think the black women will follow us. I feel like 80% of them will still shit on us and leave us
Well,
hanging.
why? First of all, you said I feel twice. See any issue with that?
No,
That's a problem. As a man, you shouldn't worry about how you feel. It's about what we think and what we do. It's one of the things we talk about women all the time. They always say, I feel, I feel, I feel. So, what makes black women biologically different than any other group of women?
biologically,
Yes.
there is no difference.
Then why
Not
would they
from a
not respond?
biological perspective.
Then why would they not respond to the same evolutionary biology type things?
From what I've seen from anecdotal experience, uh, it's like it's a temporary it's a temporary
What part of the country do
reaction.
you live in?
I'm in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
So why does the divorce rate drop dramatically for black couples as well over an income of $250,000?
I didn't know that.
Maybe because you're not part of that group. See, if you're going to say something like that, I'm going to challenge it. Because basically, what you're putting
For
out
sure.
here is you don't feel black women are going to, okay, I'll go with that. But why? Based upon what?
It's what I've seen my entire life.
You know, they're
Black
28
women
years
have
old.
been my enemy my entire life.
They've been your what?
My enemy.
What do you mean your enemy?
Um, whether it's me, whether it's people that I know or people that I'm even related to, if there are strides towards success that are being made, um, there's an active effort to get in the way of the progress of what it is that we're doing. Like honestly, like
What does that mean, though? You come in and say black women have been my enemy. You're gonna have to give me a specific. I'm
okay,
letting you go, man. I'm
I
trying to.
recently I recently dated a woman who was pursuing a dual doctorate degree in medicine and in chemistry,
I'm a
and
PhD.
throughout the entire relationship, uh, throughout the entire relationship, the only time that we didn't have an argument or we didn't have any kind of ridiculous back and forth is when we were having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like
How
once
old are
the
you?
orgasm was out the window,
How old are you?
28,
And how long did you guys
28.
date?
Every day, you trust your car with the things you care about most. At FCP Euro, we deliver you.
The statement I'm curious about because I know that when it comes to certain females that you date and stuff like that, that there's like they may keep a guy around for sex, may keep a guy around for this guy's good with tools. This guy, he's cute. I like him. This guy is buff. Like they keep guys around for certain things. You know what I mean? I know from experience, I'm very good. I'm very handsy when it comes to electrical welding. I mean, I literally work on aircrafts. Like that's literally my job now. Work on aircraft. So it's like when people look at me, they ask me for certain things. Like, "Hey, I seen you working on your car. Hey, my car is doing this." It even happens in my own neighborhood. I had a woman walk by me and ask me about her car. Yes, I went to go check out. It was just her undercarriage, she had like the plastic thing that fell down. I have extra clips in my house because half the stuff that's underneath my BMW, my M340, the plastic stuff you don't really need. So I kind of took it off and I kept the little tabs on it, and I gave it to her and it's tab her stuff up, and I was like, yeah, the tabs probably fell down when they gave you an oil change or something like that. You should be good to go. It just I'm not saying that for respect. Like I need something from her after that point. It was done. But I'm saying like they would keep a man around because they see the value of what you can bring to their life to make it easier. Now, in his sense of what he's saying, I'm not totally sure why he's saying black people is his enemy his entire life. I'm not sure whether they bring him down and treat him a certain way or something like that. I'm not sure that's what he's getting to. But when he said that the only time they didn't fight when they had sex, um, maybe you lame pipe and that's what keeps her in line. I guess I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I used to have a Spanish girl that I used to date, and it didn't take her that anything that much to like me having water like this on the table half drunk. She'd be like, "Why didn't you finish it?" Da, da, da. And then we have sex and it'd be good. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's that kind of situation, but I'm gonna let it go so we can get a little bit more information.
I've known her for 8 years, dated her for one.
And you dated to what end? What was the intended outcome? To what end? Yeah, dating has a purpose.
I was interested in marrying her.
You dated her
For
with
sure.
okay. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a musician and an Uber driver.
What?
I
Are
know.
you serious? Are you trolling me? Ninja,
No,
what?
I'm not.
Ninja.
I don't. This one thing I would disagree with Kevin Samuels about this. Yes, he's 28 years old. He should be locked in. You should have been locked in at 25 or 24 to get your shit together. I wouldn't even say 21 to be honest. But who everybody knows when they were 21-year old, I don't remember. I lost my memory when I was in the military, bad accident, but I don't remember that far back. I don't remember my childhood. But for him, at least, it's like who knows? He's probably in the environment, probably going to school right now. Who knows? You got him in that predicament. But if you would have said, "I'm in school, working towards this. I'm an Uber driver right now, and I got this on the side I'm doing for income." Okay, you're building yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone gets that, like school and stuff like that. Like you're not in the military, obviously. It's like you got to pay for school debts. For me, I'm good, but you're not in the military or used to be in the military. You understand that you got to pay school debts. I don't even know how that shit goes, but you got to do some type of finance or something like that. Um, but a singer and he said a musician and an Uber driver is crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'm not gonna hate on any man of what they got to do to get money, unless obviously if it's not no crazy dumb shit like I would say robbing someone or breaking in cars to sell them, like something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it just if that's what he has to work with for right now, that's what he have to work with. The musician thing, I'm off on that. Like that's like maybe he make it. Maybe he's a singer. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit here and down the brother. I don't know if he know how to sing or he's good at music or whatever the case may be. Shit, he could be dropping beats. He could be, you know what I mean? You never know. But as for right now, what he's doing, I will lock in. I will lock in. I used to do Uber before in the past, and I was in the military at the time when I did that shit. You don't really get that a lot of money, bro. You really don't. Like I did it, I think 4, maybe 8 times before I just called it quits and I just completely just deleted the app. I got up one time, not even gonna lie. I got up one time at 8 in the morning, I believe, or 9, one of the two. And I stopped all the way down to 5-ish. I made only probably like $150, probably. I think I made a little bit above that. No, it was 150, And then it was plus some other thing because they do like some deals where it's like if it's raining or something like that, they add like another like $3+ like a bonus or something like that. They had for me when I did that, so it added up to like two something or something like that. Because each ride plus $3 on each ride, or whatever like that. But I didn't really make shit. I honestly didn't make shit. And honestly, I think it was more than 150. Now I'm thinking about it. It probably was more. I don't know. It was ways back when I did that, but it was like my private days. Like I got out of the military. I thought I was balling because I hit my first deployment overseas, and I came back and I thought I had money. I bought me two fucking phones. Why did I need two phones? I don't know. So I had an Apple phone and a Galaxy because I want two of them, different phones, and I had the watches that came with it. And I was stupid private. I was stupid private. But we're gonna get back into this video.
Ninja, what? You date your enemy is your pocketbook.
I know.
No, what?
I'm not.
Ninja, what? You date your enemy is your pocketbook.
I know.
Don't come here to talk about black women as your man. See, I mean, are you being serious, bro?
I am, but the finances is definitely something that I'm working on.
No, hell no. A black woman who's dating you actually came in here to tell me that you dated a black woman who's pursuing 2 dual doctorates.
I'm a PhD.
And you're a goddamn
Yeah.
Uber driver and a musician. That's not a problem, except you frame black women as your enemy, and your enemy is your inability to be productive on a serious level.
That's not currently true for me.
Well, here's the thing. I talked about what makes black women different on an evolutionary biological scale than any other group of women. You could not say that. I asked you about the decrease in the divorce rates over $250,000 for a couple. You didn't know about that. You said from your anecdotal experience, but unless you make that, your anecdotal experience has been to respect yours.
Well, so outside of me, I have mentors that I work with
My
that
ultimate
have
point
gone
is
through
at
that.
28 years old, you're too young to be trying to talk about getting married anyway. See, you haven't found yourself. And if I go with what you said, your failure in relationships are justified by calling black women your enemy instead of looking in the mirror and saying, where am I at?
I do
Where
that
am
every
I
day.
at and why and why what makes you said you were looking at her to be a wife possibly. What makes you a husband?
Outside from what standpoint?
Can you provide for a family?
Not yet, no.
Then you were dating this woman with the eye to marry her and you couldn't even provide for a family. Your problem isn't the women, man. See, this is the problem with too many of us as black men. We don't have power. We're not trying to be serious. I mean, no disrespect, but I'm tired of hearing black men who are musicians and rappers and producers and actors and massage therapists and Uber drivers and chefs. Where's the trade? Where's the profession? Where's the real world? Something you walk into a Chamber of Commerce meeting with a business card and say, this is who I am and what I do, to where other men will take you seriously.
Your job doesn't stop. Neither do we. More than 1 million products, every industry.
Was that rhetorical or did you want me to respond?
Nah, I'm asking you because if you were to go into a Chamber of Commerce meeting on any given Tuesday or Thursday, how many musician Uber drivers do you think you'd meet that were non-black?
None.
All right.
None. It's not where I plan on staying or what I'm working towards in the future.
I get it. I get that. However, you were dating a woman who is heavily degreed, and women respond to power. Unfortunately, she dwarfed you in power potential. So the only place you could dominate and show any power is in the bedroom, because she did not have to take you seriously. You weren't on the same level. See, and this is why I can't allow to stand when you come in and saying black women are this or black women are that, are you a competitive black man?
Yes, I would say so.
Competitive against who?
Um, against I guess like people in my tax bracket. I don't want to stay here. I'm trying to get to the top 1%.
Okay. Well, that's the main thing. Becoming a productive, competitive, successful man, men who are that way tend to have fewer problems because they have more leverage. Did you have
That's
any?
something that I realized watching your content.
Well, so it's not black women. It's not women. You have little leverage in a relationship with a woman who's going to get 2 degrees. And I
But
asked
what I'm
you,
saying is,
you said I asked you, how long have you known her? 8 years. You've known
I do apologize. I'm just throwing it out there. I am listening to what he's saying. My sister, she had surgery previously, so I'm just texting her to make sure she's good. So I'm just letting you know that I'm engaged with the video. I'm just letting you know that I just, family come first. Gotta check up on her. But I get what he's saying. This guy is he's trying to say that it's all like black women period is the problem for him, but he hasn't really give like an actual like big fact of what black women is doing to him that has him like feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I personally know some friends of mine that just date Hispanic women and they just don't like black women at all. And I always ask them like, "Hey, why you don't like them?" It's like you don't like you don't like no black like big. I don't think I can say that on TV. I said not TV, but on YouTube. But nonetheless, that's what he likes. That's what he likes. But when I ask him like, "Hey, why don't you like black women?" And it's kind of like what he's saying right here. Nothing. He's not really saying specifically why he don't like them. He may give him like a little hints of I don't like him because of this, or his instant every time he was dating some girl, they only stop arguing when they have sex. But it's like, okay, but why? Why all black women in his life is like just I'm guessing toxic or just against him in that way. I'm trying to understand that too, but that's one of my friends that he honestly gave me the runaround like this. So it's kind of I don't know. Some people just I don't know. I honestly just don't know. I never got an answer. So
realize watching your content.
Well, so it's not black women. It's not women. You have little leverage in a relationship with a woman who's going to get 2 degrees. And I
But
asked
what I'm
you,
saying is,
you said I asked you, how long have you known her? 8 years. You've known her long enough to know who she is and what she's about. You said you were with her for 1 year. I said to what end? You said to marriage, and you're not in a position to be a husband. You can't provide for a family. You shouldn't have been in a relationship. That's the ultimate answer. You shouldn't have been in a relationship. She should have been on out somewhere else dealing with somebody who wanted what she wanted, but you were not in a position to deal with any women to that end. Casually, socially, sure. But talking about a wife, you can't provide.
okay, so that goes against stuff that you've said previously, because what I make currently right now is average income. I average about 45,000 a year.
Goes against what I've said.
Could you use up to $800? Find it at BioLife. Up to $800 is waiting for you.
You're saying that in order for someone to even consider marriage, that they should be making in the top 1%, or
No, I didn't.
at least that's
When have I said that? When have I said that?
Isn't that what you're saying right now? You're saying that because
no,
of my
sir. That is not.
finances,
No,
I
no.
don't have.
You said it conflicts with what I said, and I asked you, what did I say? And you just said, well, you're saying in order to be married, you need to be in the top 1%. Do you understand that?
To be completely all right.
Okay. No, that's
see
not
where
what I.
I'm
No, stop. No. That's not what I said. That means that the only people who could get married are in the top 1%. I asked you, could you provide for a family? I didn't ask you how much money you made. I asked you, and you said no.
At 45,000, I mean, it's not
Then that's all you
much.
need to know. You shouldn't be looking to marry anybody if you can't provide.
I told her that I needed time to build it up.
It doesn't matter
I didn't
what you
really.
told her. You shouldn't have been with her.
Okay.
She was going for all right, man. See, we have a problem. If you pick a woman who's going to school and getting dual doctorates, and you're an Uber driver and a musician, you're unequally yoked, man. You know that. And if you wanted her to wait on your potential, I think you're too young to be worried about any of this stuff anyway. And what I'm hearing is a lack of maturity because you haven't got there yet. If she had a father who was a productive, competitive, successful man, do you think he would have accepted you as an adequate son-in-law?
No.
Then it's not about her.
I was saying black women in general. That was just the relationship.
But see, you talk about black women in general, and just like with black women, I get specific. You can't talk about general if you can't handle it specifically in your life. You can't come in and saying that about black women being your enemy. How is that woman your enemy?
I feel like despite the things that I wanted
How
to
is
do,
that woman your enemy?
throughout the entire relationship, man, it was
You
a teardown.
shouldn't have been in
It
the
was the
French
same
toast
thing.
relationship.
I agree with you on that point.
Take ownership and accountability for the fact that you shouldn't have been trying to. No, you don't.
I do.
Coming in.
Okay. I will end it. I'll end it right now. He's clowning. Um, I don't. I'm still lost on what he means by all black women in his life when he previously started talking that he just don't like because they bring him down or something like that. He said, I think, in that nature. Um, but he talked about ex. I think honestly, I think it's just his ex that got him a bad taste in black women. Maybe I'm not totally sure, but I mean, I can't lie. I gotta agree with Kevin Samuels on that one. Like being a magician and an Uber driver, I don't think you should be worrying about marriage right now, especially if you can't provide for a kid or your wife. If you had like, if you got married with his ex, whoever like that, like you can't provide for them. I wouldn't go through with that. I know some people probably like, well, in my history, I got married to my husband, and we didn't have a lot of money at the time, da 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 da. But I don't know, maybe it's just for me. I like to be able to provide for someone that if I want to get married to or have kids with, I would like to do that. If God forbid something happened in my life that I'm unable to after that point, it's like, okay, life. You get what I'm saying? But getting into the relationship, I want to make sure I already have my footstool down. Already have the career. Already have the, I would say, car, because I'm a car guy. Just for me, not everybody. Just for me. I know when I get married and I have kids, I can't modify the shit out of my car like I do now. You can't go big turbo and all this other shit, spending thousands and whatever on my car when I have a child. All that shit is going to cease because that's going to be my first priority. You know what I'm saying? So, me having my career, my car, my house, just having my footstool, just having my goals set down to the point that now I can be ready to have someone in my life that I can get married to, have kids with. We're just on the third. Let's just say I didn't even have the house or the car. Let's just say I had a hoopty or some shit like that, and I was living in an apartment. if I have a career and I have my footstool down, I have something that I can provide with, you know what I mean? And if the case may be, I get married and have a child with, I'm able to do that and provide for them. I don't think he's ready yet, from my understanding. Honestly, I really think he should just focus on him right now. I think he should really focus on him. There's a time in life where you're ready to date, and there's time in life you need to hit the gym and really do some self care. Not even gonna lie. Do some self care. You'd be surprised how many like females approach you and stuff like that when you just been hitting the gym or you just been focusing on you. It is crazy. It is crazy. When you're not focusing on them, how they just attract you. They just go towards you. Never in my life I had ever had female approach me more than when I was literally just focused on school. It's crazy. But he did literally just focus on himself. Get out of that musician shit, find out what he actually want to do in life, career wise, and pursue. Uber driver is not a career. I'm sorry. You can do way I that young man can do way better than that. Way better. Had the potential to do way better. So I hope he find his way, but worrying about a relationship is like the last thing he need to worry about. But I'll see you on the next one. Peace.